Today on Public Eye News, the Presque Isle Power Plant is shut down and another UP town named Hockeyville, USA.
Adam Diaz will be back with our April Fool's Day weather, while Mason will be back later in the show with NMU Sports, and of course, the Michigan State victory over Duke last night. Hi, I'm Jillian Rumliger.
I'm Mason Wallace. Welcome to Public Eye News. The Northern Michigan University Archives is hosting a debate called the Digital Apocalypse. University archivist Mark Robbins will face off against Beaumere Heritage Center Director Daniel Truckee about the preservation of cultural heritage in the digital age. The event will be held on April 4th at 7 p.m. in Hardin Hall 126 and will be live streamed on the NMU Archives Facebook page. Admission is free and open to the public. And it's the end for the Presque Isle Power Plant as it powered down for the last time on Sunday. The Upper Michigan Energy Resources began operating two different power plants earlier in the year, one located in Baraga and the other one located in Negaunee. The new state-of-the-art generator stations are expected to save customers $600 million over the next 30 years because the old plant would have to have been upgraded to fit new energy needs. The city of Marquette is hopeful the old plant can be reused to benefit the community.
An Escanaba man arrested for drug possession charges entered a guilty plea in Delta County Circuit Court. Brett Anthony Bernier pleaded guilty to possession of meth. Bernier was arrested as part of an investigation conducted by Escanaba Public Safety Department. As part of the investigation, components and elements associated with the manufacture of meth was located in the basement of a residence on South 2nd Avenue. The sentencing date is scheduled for May 28th. And today, a Gladstone woman entered a guilty plea in Delta County Circuit Court. Haley Sue Vanderlinden pleaded guilty to delivery of meth. Since November of last year, Vanderlinden has been under investigation by the Upper Peninsula Substance Enforcement Team and by the Escanaba Department of Public Safety. She was previously convicted for a count of operating a meth lab back in 2016. On August 19, 2016, Vanderlinden was sentenced to 18 months to 20 years in prison. She was released from jail on October 31st of last year.
The Calumet Coliseum has won the 2019 Kraft Hockeyville USA title on Sunday. Sunday afternoon, the Coliseum held a party to see if they would win, and when the letter was opened and Calumet was revealed as the winner, the crowd went wild. The $150,000 will be used to renovate the Coliseum, which was built back in 1913. In addition to winning the money, the Calumet Coliseum will also have the chance to host a preseason NHL game. And the state of Michigan has seen a 57% increase in distracted driving crashes, and 67% of these new crashes have been fatal. Due to these increased numbers, many law enforcement agencies are participating in a nationwide distracted driving mobilization period from April 11th through the 15th. To help encourage attentive driving, officers will be pulling over distracted drivers during the mobilization period. Michigan law prohibits the driver from reading, manually typing, or sending a text message while driving. And stay tuned. After the break, we'll have your national and international news.
Next time on Antiques Roadshow, would the value of this Western painting leave you speechless?
It's a classic Western scene. It is a Utah scene, and that makes it somewhat rare.
His work is highly coveted and desired. It really is a very special piece. Okay.
Find out more next time on Antiques Roadshow from the Hotel Del Coronado in Coronado, California.
Tonight at 8 on Public TV 13.
And welcome back. A career official in the White House Security Office says dozens of people in President Donald Trump's administration were granted security clearances despite background issues. Tricia Newbold, an 18-year government employee, has a list of at least 25 officials who were initially denied security clearances last year due to their backgrounds. Trump aides ended up overturning those decisions. Newbold laid out her experience in the White House during a March 23rd interview with bipartisan committee staff. Newbold raised her concerns, but the White House suspended her in January for 14 days without pay for not following a new policy that requires that new documents be scanned as separate PDF files rather than one single PDF file. According to Newbold, these individuals had a wide range of serious disqualifying issues involving foreign influence, financial problems, drug use, and criminal conduct. And a mistake so many of us have made led to the killing of a South Carolina college student. She got in the wrong car, apparently mistaking it for the Uber ride she had called. Mark Liverman explains what happened next from New York.
Candles glowed Sunday night at a vigil in Columbia, South Carolina to honor 21-year-old Samantha Josephson.
She truly was the love of my life.
She had a personality and a presence that lit up a room.
This was the last time the University of South Carolina senior was seen early Friday morning after a night out with friends. Police say she got into the wrong car when she called for an Uber. Hunters found her body later that day more than 65 miles away in a remote wooded area. Early Saturday morning, police pulled over 24-year-old Nathaniel Rowland after spotting him driving the same model car Samantha got in the same area. After a brief foot chase, he was arrested. Inside the vehicle, officers say they found lots of evidence: window cleaner, bleach, and the victim's cell phone.
Further examination determined that there was what appeared to be blood present in the car.
And they quickly learned why she was not able to get free. Arrest warrants say her body was found with numerous wounds on her head, neck, face, upper body, leg, and foot.
The child safety locks were activated on the door that would not allow someone to the means of escape.
Rowland did not appear at a hearing Sunday, but Samantha's mother was there.
I cannot fathom how someone could randomly select a person, a beautiful girl, and steal her life away. My daughter's name is Samantha Josephson. Don't ever forget her name. Samantha Josephson, shame on him.
Rowland will remain in jail until his bond hearing. He's charged with kidnapping and murder. Mark Liverman, CBS News.
Mozambican and international authorities are racing to contain the 1,000 plus cases of cholera that has hit the cyclone-ravaged city of Beira. There has been one death from cholera, and of the reported cases, 97 require further treatment, indicating to officials that cholera is spreading, but the outbreak is being contained. 98,000 people are living in camps just 2 weeks after the cyclone hit Beira, destroying their homes in the process. Cases of cholera have risen in number since the first 5 cases were reported here last week, but vaccines will be dispensed beginning on Wednesday. And filmmaker Ken Burns is going country, and it's Hammer time. Chris Martinez has your eye on entertainment report.
Yo, I told you, can't touch this.
Get out those parachute pants, it's Hammer time. Rapper MC Hammer is launching his first North American tour since 1991. Playing a dozen cities beginning in June. His show will feature a rotating bill of R&B and hip-hop acts from the 80s and 90s, including En Vogue, Coolio, and Sir Mix-a-Lot.
You can make love to it. You can play it at a funeral. It's just really has something in it for everybody.
Dolly Parton is just one of the stars featured in an upcoming 8-part, 16-hour documentary by filmmaker Ken Burns called Country Music.
It's American history firing on all cylinders, and it's another way to understand the complicated 20th century.
Country Music features interviews with at least 100 performers, songwriters, and musicians. It airs on PBS in September. And Netflix is launching the 8-part original series Our Planet this week. 4 years in the making and filmed in 50 countries, the series takes viewers into the world's diverse habitats, from the jungles to the seas to the deserts. Penelope Cruz and Salma Hayek are among the narrators who tell the Earth's story. Our Planet debuts Friday. That's your eye on entertainment. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And after the break, we'll be back with your weather and sports. Stay tuned.
Where did you guys think that I was when I was away?
What was it?
It was a prison.
All right, okay,
How do you feel when you come up here?
I feel great because I love seeing you.
I know you got resentment towards me.
It's a hard relationship with him and me.
Trey Mason Desan.
Tonight at 10 on Public TV 13.
Hi, and welcome back to Public Eye News Weather. I am Adam Diaz, your weatherman for today, and behind me is a gloomy and little snow fury of NMU campus. And looking at our current conditions, it is currently cloudy, temperature at 39 degrees, wind southwest at 14 miles an hour, barometric pressure at 30.10 and falling. Looking towards tonight, we are looking at cloudy, the low of 28, wind southwest at 10 miles an hour. Looking towards tomorrow, we're looking at some thunderstorms, the high of 48, wind southwest at 13 miles an hour. Take a look across our beautiful UP, starting at Sault Ste. Marie at 36 degrees and cloudy, Manistique at 36 and sunny, Escanaba 39 and snow, and down by beautiful and Menominee at 36 and cloudy, Iron Mountain at 33 and snow, Ironwood 32 cloudy, Houghton 40 and partly cloudy, and beautiful Marquette at 35 and cloudy. Taking a look at your week ahead, we're looking at the high of 36 and the low of 23 on Wednesday and partly cloudy. Thursday, the high of 39 and the low of 28 and partly cloudy. Friday, the high of 48, the low of 36, and AM clouds and PM sun. Well, Mason, it doesn't look like we're going to be winning with any weather here, but I hear the lacrosse team has something on that.
Yeah, Adam, it was a great weekend all around for NMU sports. The Northern Michigan University lacrosse team won their second straight GLIAC game with a 13-3 win over Lewis University. The Wildcats started with an early lead as they scored 10 straight goals to start the game. The offense was led by sophomore Bianca Kinder, who had 4 goals and 1 assist. Starting in the second half, Angelica Bogdan scored 2 minutes in and had 3 assists as well. The Wildcats now improved to 3-6 on the season and are currently 2-3 in the GLIAC. The Wildcats take on Concordia University in St. Paul Friday night. And the Northern Michigan University outdoor track and field started their season by winning the St. Norbert Invitational on a day with snow and only 35 degrees. Sophomore Lauren Allaire claimed victory in the 100-meter dash with a time of 12.41 seconds, and NMU's Jenna Long was right behind her at a time of 12.61 seconds. NMU also took the top 3 spots in the 400-meter, with Shayla Hubner taking first, crossing the line at 57.52 seconds. Paige Dutcher took second at 58.92, and Paige Dubois placed third with 1 minute, 0.89 seconds. The Wildcats head to Tiffin University for the Tiffelberg Open, hosted by Tiffin University and Heidelberg University on April 6th. And in a March Madness upset, the Michigan State Spartans knocked off the Duke Blue Devils in a back-and-forth victory, 68-67. With only 4.7 seconds left and up by 1, Cassius Winston took an inbound pass and managed to dribble away from all of the Blue Devils, sending Tom Izzo to MSU's 10th Final Four and first appearance since 2015. Winston had 20 points and was named the East Region's most outstanding player. Xavier Tillman added 19 points and 9 rebounds for the Spartans, and Kenny Goins contributed 10 points and 9 rebounds. The Spartans now advance to take on Texas Tech this Saturday at the Final Four at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Auburn will take on Virginia in the first game at 6:09 p.m., and MSU versus Texas Tech will take place 40 minutes after. Well, Jillian, with it, it's April Fool's Day, but I hear you have a story about a security team who wasn't fooling around.
That's right, Mason. Police in Australia set off a panic when they locked down a Melbourne train station on Thursday after a street entertainer's instrument was mistaken for a rifle. Terrified passengers were in tears and phoned relatives to tell them they were loved. Will Austin was behaving suspiciously on a train as he performed breathing exercises in preparation for playing his instrument, the didgeridoo. The didgeridoo is a polished wood indigenous wind instrument which Austin carried in a bag mistakenly described to police as a rifle case. And unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us in today's edition of Public Eye News, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
The preceding program was produced in studios located in the Edgar L. Hardin Learning Resources Center by WNMU-TV, Northern Michigan University Public Television.